Shalom, Ambazonia. People of the United Nations Trust Territory of the British Southern Cameroon, good morning. Shalom. Dear good citizens of Ambazonia, today na number 30 day, Wednesday, for number 10 month for the year 2019. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for una. We start for the northern zone in the city of the brave, Bamenda. News the commot come say two La République du Cameroun, their colonial police officers, then be neutralized for natural neighborhood, Bamenda. Another colonial judicial police officer, Mr. Nchanang AP, was shot down by pro-independent forces in Bamenda. Colonial police officer from La République du Cameroun in Ambazonia are primarily responsible for the enforcement of colonial law in Ambazonia, which is against international law. They also runs concentration camps in the name of police offices, which have been transformed into torture chambers. Colonial police officers have been involved in joint patrol, kale, targeted killing, and rape of Ambazonian civilians. The continuous presence of colonial police officers in Ambazonia after the declaration of 2017 of Ambazonian restoration is against international law and a violation of Ambazonia territorial integrity. We call on all police officers serving under the colonial administration to not assume their duty and to withdraw from Ambazonian territory. For other side, for the southern zone, for the great city of Kumba, Ambazonian freedom fighters, they don't catch on citizens them where they participate for illegal activities by attending La République du Cameroun licensed schools. The Ambazonian pro-independent fighters chased the students and the teachers them out of the school, notifying them that there may be consequences if they continue such illegal activities in Ambazonia. Wanna hear? The students and teachers start to sing the Ambazonian national anthem to show patriotism to the Ambazonian flag.
Yes, that's and this. The girl who said they even know national anthem. The girl who said they even know national anthem. But no worry, no school no there. No school no there. It's a man phone of this school then a lie, yeah. No school no there. No go school again, yeah.
The Ambazonian commander released all the students and the teachers and warned them to desist from continuing this illegal activity. Since the declaration of Ambazonian independence, schools authorized and licensed by La République du Cameroun governments are banned in Ambazonia. Such school activity constitutes a violation of Ambazonian sovereignty. Citizens must desist from such provocative action, in particularly for time where most of our pikin them they need to go for school. During this time for war, parents then be encouraged for do homeschooling and for send their pikin them for community school, forget their basic knowledge while we wait for independence for resume Ambazonia school effectively. For other side, still for the great state of Mezam, pro-independent forces of Ambazonia dam successfully stopped an invasion for Bafut by La République du Cameroun terrorist forces. The 7 Qatar dig hold them for corner bridge for slow down the invasion, for give Ambazonian people them a chance for run, while they lay an effective ambush, neutralizing a good number of La République du Cameroun terrorist forces. Una hear. Now they sound out for moto before the explosion take place and then the ambush. We want to salute the bravery of the 7 Qatar, the unit of La République du Cameroun, their forces, then withdraw, going back for inside Mankon, killing 4 innocent civilians them for corner road as they go back. Back for the capital city of Boya, Ambazonia, they still continue the celebration of the death of Ekema Patrick, a traitor and an enabler responsible for the murder of a young Ambazonian citizen by the name of Augustine 2 years ago.
I must succeed for this time. Make a
The celebration was worldwide, international, for the death of somebody where be the worker broke people that store them. They violate the citizens their basic right for protest.
But never give up. Make a
Back to Amber. The ADF then launched fundraiser we call the Freedom Pin for raise fund for support the troops and for Ground Zero. Ambazonian community them worldwide, they then receive the pin them with support.
And the egg of sea, I, as your ambassador of the pin, am putting your pin tonight. You will always have this as a son of the soil. Amen. That's part of Ambazonia you're owning.
Amen.
Thank you.
Ambazonia for heart. Ambazonia.
There is also the bond of the interim government to raise funds as well. We must deep and support the revolution and the resistance. For diplomatic section, the Switzerland ambassador to La République du Cameroun, Mr. Pedro Lazeri, he then visit Mr. Pobia again. This time, he carry with him a special letter from the presidency of the Confederation of the Switzerland government. Una here.
Excellence, Monsieur Pietro Lazeri, ambassadeur de Suisse.
Monsieur l'ambassadeur.
This Monday, October 28th, is no different. He is here to hand a letter from the president of the Swiss Confederation, Oli Mora, to his Cameroonian counterpart.
The Switzerland ambassador, they carried this letter. It come following the rejection of the HD-led negotiation or pre-talks between La République du Cameroun and Ambazonia. Despite the giving of mandate by one of those Rook movement, the way they go join the Swiss talk, the two major movements for the Ambazonian independent war, the interim government and the governing council, they don't reject the HD as a medium for negotiate. All indication that the show say that later it go pass through to Mr. Pobia, say that Connie for negotiate through a Swiss company called HD, where it don't only be specialized for begin facilitate exploitation for other African countries, such as the Central African Republic and Mali, Inogowaka. The two main and most credible movements for the Ambazonian war for independence. They don't agree in principle for get into negotiation and solve this problem on the dialogue table, but they go only do and so out of Switzerland and with the presence of a state party, we go back Ambazonia on their side with certain conditions and we include the application for a mandate from the United Nations. This letter for Switzerland it come after the visit of Sir Simon MacDonald, Permanent Secretary of Commonwealth Office for United Kingdom, then visit La République du Cameroun. He also be for the back heel of the Norway government, their special envoy, where they also deliver a sacred letter for Mr. Pobia, all pointing for the fact, say Mr. Pobia need to acknowledge the fact, say no for win Ambazonia through war and come to the negotiation table in a fair manner. For other side, across the Bakassi Peninsula into Nigeria, for Cross River State, the General Director for Refugee Dem for Cross River State, Mr. Godwill Ayims, he talks say 1,000 Cameroonians they die for Nigeria every week due to poverty and lack of medical care. The Cross River State then issue refugee status for over 26,000 Ambazonians them, with over 27,000 that they still go through the process. He said this federal government for Nigeria, they assist the refugee them with less than 7,000 naira every month. That means that the refugee then get less than 200 for chop them every day. The situation be dire. The international community need to assume their responsibility for take care of Ambazonian refugees in Nigeria. The renowned human rights organization, Human Rights Watch, it then write a strong letter asking the African Commission on Human and People's Rights for address the serious and systemic human rights violation by La République du Cameroun for Ambazonia. The Human Rights Watch, he joined and partner with a coalition of over 65 organizations them for write the letter will be addressed to the chairman of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, the chairman of the African Union, the chairman of the African Union Commission, and the Commissioner of Peace and Security of the African Union Commission. Wanna remember, say the court where they for Banjul, Gambia, it been at the court the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, where it grants Ambazonian people the right as a people for international law, where it give them access for their right of self-determination, with the hope that the application the court go pick am up. They later cite several warnings the way the international community the rangian for Pobia may stop the atrocity them for Ambazonia. With the mounting call for Mr. Pobia for stop the war and come for negotiation table, Mr. Pobia fi end for the International Criminal Court if he continue his crimes them for Ambazonia. The American government and many other partners that then publicly declare say Mr. Pobia they engage in crimes against humanity and war crimes in Ambazonia, including targeted killing and scorched earth policies. Now for Amba matter. Message from Big Number, General Efang, the overall commander of the Ambazonian Defense Forces. The message go particularly for all driver them where they run clando between Ambazonian district. Then get the primary duty for search all passenger for make sure semi passenger enter for inside motorway carry gun. This one na because La Republique du Cameroon then begin the use undercover officer the way they dress like civilian them, and also for use motor the way they look like clando for ambush Ambazonian fighters them. These are results to the killing of 2 Ambazonian fighters them. All driver them be hereby notified for make sure say they search all passenger them before they enter motor for make sure say they no carry any gun. Passenger then too, they need for make sure say they no get any undercover officer inside motor before they enter. If una notice say any motor he carry francophone or person will look suspicious, una check his identity card. The forces them on the ground. When they go set up any roadblock, they go be a little bit more aggressive due to this security challenge. For make sure say no sniper no go ambush them where they stand for road they do their duty. Any motor where it be used by La Republique du Cameroon go suffer the consequences for the troops them where they go put them in danger. Me all passenger, even taxi, any motorway they come up for inside town, a cross go for another one, or for village go for another one. Now the driver, a primary responsibility for make sure say me no carry any passenger way it work for La Republique du Cameroon. And now the passenger them, their secondary duty for make sure say the same thing it be true. Once more, good people of Ambazonia, make we hold grass like one man. Make we stand up like one man for resist through the ghost town when are the only way for show the international community so we want independence. Our population, the 99%, they want complete independence from La Republique du Cameroon. We hold grass. We resist. We support the resistance for make sure say Ambazonia is free from colonialism from La Republique du Cameroon. May our revolution and fighting be short. May independent democracy, civil liberty be in Ambazonia forever. God bless you. Capo Daniel signing off. Shalom, Ambazonia.